A senior Gates Foundation insider has just come forward, absolutely furious, raging and sick to his stomach, that the entire world is about to fall for the exact same trick twice. He says Bill Gates and his inner circle have known about this man-made Ebola pandemic for years, because, in his words, they effing designed it. He says the most evil pandemic plan since Covid was perfected in secret labs and is now in its final activation phase. The lethal strain has already been seeded in major US cities over the past several weeks. Early cases are being deliberately suppressed until the perfect moment. And that moment is the FIFA World Cup. In just 2 weeks, millions of fans will flood stadiums and cities across North America. And that's when they plan to detonate it all. He literally cannot believe, that after everything that happened with COVID, the world is about to line up and take it again. The question is, what the hell are you going to do when it detonates? Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community, support the channel, and gain access to exclusive and uncensored content. Bill Gates has an incredible, almost supernatural knack for knowing exactly what's going to happen next. It's almost like he's psychic. Remember Event 201? Just months before COVID exploded, there he was, role-playing a global coronavirus pandemic with his buddies in perfect detail. Then, right on cue, it's all unfolded exactly as scripted. Then there's the stock market magic. He dumped his massive holdings in COVID vaccine companies right before the public woke up to the scam, and somehow timed it perfectly to pour those profits straight into cancer treatment centres just as turbo cancer started exploding around the world after the rollout. What's a coincidence? The man doesn't just predict the future, he seems to own it, which should cause serious alarm, because in recent months he's been laughing uncontrollably, just like Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, while warning of imminent bioterrorism attacks.
Bill Gates consistently, he keeps going on podcasts warning there will be another pandemic, and he says this time it's going to be a bioterror attack.
So I probably put bioterror, which is a really awful...
So they're going to admit it comes from a lab this time.
And now he's done it again. A brand new man-made Ebola strain, with an experimental vaccine in warp speed preparation, timed exactly when the outbreak will hit, long before a single official case has been announced. Funny how that keeps happening, isn't it?
You can't even make this up. So CEPI, co-founded by the Gates Foundation, by the way, gave Moderna and the University of Oxford 4 months ago $26 million to develop mRNA and viral vector injections against the Bujo strain, the same strain now in the Congo outbreak, the new outbreak. So 4 months ago, they began developing these genetic-based injections for that very strain.
A network of basement biolabs with mysterious funding sources has been busted all over the United States in recent months. Biolabs staffed by Israelis and Chinese nationals. Illegal biolabs caught with deadly pathogens humanized mice. And, wait for it, weaponized Ebola.
Video revealing the hundreds of samples collected in vials and jugs. Days later, police identifying this man, Ori Solomon, as the property manager.
We have no knowledge that he had any expertise or is in that area, or he's somewhat of a trained biologist, no.
Court records obtained by Channel 13 show he's an Israeli citizen here on a non-immigrant visa. Authorities say he works for a Chinese citizen who goes by the alias David Herr, who owns the home on Sugar Springs Drive. Herr is in a California jail charged following a 2023 investigation of an alleged illegal biolab in Reedley, California. Investigators say much of what was found in that Fresno warehouse is consistent with materials found in the lab in Las Vegas.
Keep a close eye on the fate of Ori Solomon. Will he face justice? Or will he be mysteriously whisked away to Israel, where America's supposed ally will shield him from prosecution? He wouldn't be the first. From the dancing Israelis to the Israeli cybersecurity official busted in Las Vegas, the list is as long as it is shameless. And let's not forget the crew at Israel's Bar Ilan University. Add them to the list. Years before COVID ever appeared, these scientists were already working hand in glove with Pfizer and Bill Gates to develop the mRNA platform. Professor Ido Bachelet openly described their creation as nanotechnology, a system designed to enter your body and dump payloads of nanorobots and engineered viruses directly into your cells. They didn't hide it. They bragged about it. This wasn't a vaccine, it was a delivery system. Watch this footage from a secret conference in 2013. It's important, because coming up, a Gates Foundation insider warns this is exactly what is happening as we speak.
So this syringe has inside it 1,000 billion robots. So these robots are each 50 nanometers long, which as you can see in this slide under the microscope. 50 nanometers is about 2,000 times thinner than the thickness of your hair. Okay, and these robots were born actually 3 years ago in a research I did with Sean Douglas, now a UCSF professor. But over the past year and a half, in my group at Bar-Ilan University, we've been developing and testing robots for a variety of medical and therapeutic tasks.
Then Bachelet admitting whoever is controlling these robots can turn them on and off with the flick of a switch and release payloads into human bodies. Yes, you heard correctly.
Virtually any function that molecules can carry out can be loaded into the nanobot, and the nanobot can be programmed to turn on and off these functions at certain places and at certain times. This is how it controls molecules. And so this particular nanorobot is in an off state. It's closed. It securely sequesters anything you put, any payload you put inside, so it's not accessible to the outside of the robot. For example, it cannot engage target cells or target tissues. But we can program the nanobot to switch to an on state.
Immune systems have been destroyed by the mRNA gene therapy injections, and now payloads are being pre-released into bodies in preparation for the giant Ebola explosion. Quarantine facilities are already being built around the world, like this facility in Kenya, specifically for American citizens.
Health authorities around the world are stepping up measures to contain a fast-growing outbreak of a rare Ebola strain. The Trump administration is expected to deploy U.S. public health officers to Kenya to help staff a potential quarantine facility for Americans in the region.
According to the Gates Foundation insider, here's exactly how they plan to play it. As soon as cases start mounting across America, fueled by thousands of foreign fans crisscrossing the country for the World Cup, the mainstream media will crank the fear dial to 11. Non-stop coverage, terrifying images on every screen, panic porn 24/7. Then, right on cue, the miracle vaccine, already mass-produced months in advance, will be rushed out to the terrified public. 3-letter agencies will roll out the guilt trips and emotional blackmail. Protect your family, protect your community. Only the selfish and dangerous will refuse. And here's the truly evil part the insider revealed. Those COVID shots you were forced to take didn't just fail to stop anything, they systematically destroyed immune systems on a massive scale. They were never meant to end the last pandemic. They were designed to set the stage for the next one. After the break, Bill Gates's former employee blows the whistle. He says the trap has been laid, and it's ready to spring. Today's sponsor is pillsforever.com. If you think Big Pharma have your best interests at heart, think again. The price of medicine in America has skyrocketed, and there are certain medicines Big Pharma don't want you to know about. That's why I've partnered with pillsforever.com. All of their FDA-approved medicines are the cheapest you'll find anywhere. More importantly, you can order medicines that Big Pharma don't want you to have, such as ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and fenbendazole. Speaking of fenbendazole, not only does it get rid of parasites that live inside your body, there have been studies that show fenbendazole can help with cancer. Listen to this bombshell interview with Mel Gibson, who says 3 of his friends who had terminal cancer were cured by the very same ivermectin and fenbendazole available at pillsforever.com.
I have 3 friends. All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer. All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at all. And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Jesus. They took some, what you've heard they've taken.
Ivermectin?
Fenbendazole.
Fenbendazole, yeah.
That's
I'm hearing that a lot.
They drank hydrochloride something or other.
Get 15% off using coupon code People's Voice at the checkout. Please click the link below this video to take advantage of this fantastic offer. As always, the elite gave us the script in advance. The X-Files, co-written with heavy CIA involvement, wasn't just a TV show. It was predictive programming at its finest. Week after week, it showed us the exact dystopian future they had planned for us. and the immune-destroying COVID jabs were no exception. Those shots didn't just stop a pandemic, they quietly laid the foundation for the next one. Weakened immune systems, turbo cancers, endless booster dependency, all of it prepped the battlefield for what's coming now. If you still think this is crazy, just go back and watch the old episodes.
Out of hand.
No one has the right or the ability to tamper with your DNA.
Unless we gave them that ability.
When you say they're tampering with our DNA, that they're able to shut down our immune systems by the addition of something to our DNA.
Yes, but I don't know how exactly.
Or how it's being triggered.
I don't know that either.
Or why it's happening now. What can we possibly do?
We need to act quickly.
The truth isn't just out there, it's been hiding in plain sight the entire time. And according to a senior Gates Foundation insider who just came forward, our moment of truth is no longer coming, it's already on the horizon.
Are you guys fucking thick? How can you let him get away with this again? They were already mass-producing the Ebola vaccine months before a single case existed in public. And suddenly, surprise, the virus is everywhere. Bill Gates is out of control. The man is clinically insane. I sat in the rooms and watched him laughing, giggling with a schoolboy every time they discussed the projected death toll. He can't stop smiling. This isn't a pandemic. This is a planned harvest. They've already seeded the cities. When the World Cup kicks off, the mRNA in your body is ordered to release its payloads. Ebola explodes. The bleeding, the panic, the camps. Then the kill shot they call a vaccine. COVID was just the warm-up. This one finishes the job. If you let him get away with this, if you sit there scrolling while they do it again, then frankly, the human race has failed its Darwinian survival test. You don't deserve to live.
It's hard to argue with the man. The same architects of the last pandemic are priming the world for the next one. The inevitable consequence of a world that never held them accountable. Fauci, Billa Gatesa, Hotez, and the World Health Organization have all openly declared that the next pandemic is right on the event horizon. And this time there's no going back.
There will absolutely be an outbreak of another pandemic. It may be next year.
COVID was, for me, like a rehearsal.
You know, we just need to mess around. There's a lot of lipid nanoparticles, and some are very self-assembling.
We know what's next. A new wave of pandemics is going to be upon us.
I'm convinced that there will be another pandemic.
Oh, certainly we'll have one in the next 25 years. You know, there's even some pathogens out there that we're watching over right now.
And so I probably put bioterror, which is a really awful...
We are going to see a whole new age of biological weapons. We have to grapple with that reality because that is what is coming.
I can't go into all the details, but there are man-made threats that we were prepared to deal with.
When the next pandemic comes knocking, and it will, we must be ready to answer decisively.
You know, we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, you know, I'd say is... will get attention this time.
When somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Bill Gates has been showing you exactly who he is for decades.